Everybody. So, my goodness, I feel like it's been a few days since I've been here, because it has. So, let me play catch up for a minute, and then we'll jump into what we need to be doing. So, today is Tuesday, July 4th. Here in America, it is Independence Day, and I won't go into all that because I can get really political about it. So, anyways, that to be said, I'm off today. I was off yesterday. I took off yesterday. So I had a really long weekend, and I spent the weekend out of town with my bestie. We go every year. Neither her nor I are fans of 4th of July, and because people are crazy and not very safe with their fireworks shooting. And so we tend to try to want to go away. So for the last 2 years, we've planned bookcations, where we've rented an Airbnb a couple of hours away. She's the one that lives in Kansas City, and so we've planned a bookcation last year and this year, about 3 or 4 hours away from each other, meet in the middle kind of thing, chill out in the Airbnb and read. We're both pretty avid readers, and so we just pile up on the couch and be lazy all weekend, and we eat good, we cook and we eat good, and we read all weekend, and it's super relaxing, and I enjoy it. Last year, of course, I read a lot of graphic novels, which are some of them are really quick to read, quick reads. But anyways, last year I read, I want to say like 10 or 11. That includes audiobooks, graphic novels, my books on Kindle, and actual like hardback books or paper books. This year, not so much. Including 2 audiobooks, I read 6 books. Only 2 were graphic novels. I started July 1st, kind of reassessing and reevaluating, redoing my outlook on my health. And so I am, a couple of the books I read this weekend were about healthy eating and healthy mindset, and so yeah, that was my weekend. I just got home. Like I said, it's Tuesday evening. It's almost 5 o'clock, almost dinner time. I just got home a bit ago, unpacked, kind of made sure my laundry is done for the rest of the week. And but I will say this, I missed you guys. Junk Journal July started, and I knew I would be starting late. But I saw that was I was antsy about that. It's like, okay, I need to get home. I need to do July 4th, Junk Journal July. So what I'm talking about is Junk Journal July. I'm participating in it, hosted by Meg Journals, with the hashtag Junk Journal July. I've decided I'm going to tackle this, even though some of the prompts are kind of tricky for me. But I'm not going to stress it. I'm just going to go with it. And so I was kind of antsy already, knowing that I was going to miss the first 3 days, which I think I'm going to do like a makeup video this weekend. I'm off this weekend, obviously, and have nothing going on. So I think I'm going to do a day 1, 2, 3 kind of combined catch-up video. Anyways, so today's July 4th. The prompt is tickets and tags. So I've been kind of antsy to get home and get some things done so I can jump back on here. But I've also, as I was saying, I miss you guys. I had internet, and I could have spent the whole weekend watching your YouTube videos about this, but I didn't. And so there are several of you that I know are participating, and several of you that I watch religiously. And I just knew you guys were creating without me, and I was antsy about it. I needed to get home, and so I could create too. So I'm home, and I am planning to spend most of the evening creating. I'm in the middle of doing this Raggedy Ann book. Here is the book. I've got the cover done. I left the inside scribble scrabbles just because I think it's cute. I'm not so sure I'm done with the spine yet. It's kind of giving me a little bit of an issue, but yeah. And then I've got my signatures, my papers cut, but nothing done. No decorating, no ephemera stuff. But I have started some ephemera stuff. I have started cutting journal cards, things like that. So I thought I would just jump right into Junk Journal July, do tickets and tags, and kind of work them into my Raggedy Ann ephemera. So that's what I'm here to do. I haven't had a chance to watch. I know that I do believe that Cindy at Studio Lou is participating, and I know that Mary Ellen at Red Parrot is participating, and I haven't had a chance to watch to play catch up on all the videos. I will do that this evening. I was rushing around when I got home and decided that I was going to create tonight. So I was like, okay, gotta get this done, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be able to get to my art space. And I was rushing around. I was burning up because it's stupid hot here right now. And I was just so worn out because I've been driving for the last 4 or 5 hours to get home. And I thought, maybe I'll just pile up on the couch and watch YouTube and get caught up on my YouTube videos. And that was what I was gonna do. Oh, hang on, I gotta get my scissors. So that was what I initially planned to do, and I turned on YouTube and I watched a few minutes of a video, and I was like, nope, I can't watch others create right now. I need to create. So here I am. So let me see here. I tickets and tags. I'm not doing tickets. I'm playing around with a couple of tags. I've got these little tags that they just speak Raggedy Ann and Andy to me. And then I've got some big tags that I decided I would do some collage with and play around with. I started this card, sewing it for a journal card, and I ran out my bobbin ran out, and which is no big deal. I could pick back up, but I was working with the black thread in my other Raggedy Ann. So anyways, scratch that idea for that. So I think I'm gonna just kind of do some fussy cutting on it and create a tag with it. Forego the whole sewed edge thing. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Again, I'm working on this Raggedy Ann journal. I have yet to decide if I want to use any, so you guys know I use my brown shoe polish as my edge, as to age things, but I finally got some black shoe polish. All that to be said, I haven't decided I'm gonna age this. In a way, I kind of want to play around with adding a little bit of aging to these images. See, here's some of these journal cards that I've got backed. I need to sew them and trim them up and all that, but I like the vibrantness of them, but then part of me says, no, you should go ahead and age it because it's an old book. Maybe I should just kind of, I probably should, because the cover's got some old aging. The inside is obviously old and aged. It's got the brown spots. So maybe I should go with that. Okay, that answered that. Thanks for your help on that. You know, sometimes talking things out just helps. So, what am I doing here? So yeah, I'm going to, I guess I'm gonna brown these edges, age these edges, I guess. I've been back and forth debating on it, and oh, I guess we'll do that. Come on. Perfect. Trim you up just a hair. Just trying to figure out my edge here. I guess I'll kind of, it's not fussy cut. This is more of a kiss cut. I guess I'll just cut it out and then we'll trim it up to fit that tag. What do you think about that? Okie doke. Trim this edge off because it's got the where my bobber ran out. Bobbin. I don't know why I call it bobber. I mean, I know why I call it bobber. That's what my grandma used to call it. But it's a bobbin. I know that. Okay. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of play around with, I'm so back and forth about these tags. I love them, but let me see if we've got some other ones. I kind of feel like I have to work around those. I think I've got some without the, I don't. I had some without the, without that brown piece right there. I wonder if I could peel that off. I mean, I guess I can try, huh? All about experimenting, seeing what we can come up with. I might not can. Oh, I can. Ah ha ha. I just want it off one side. Oh, let me just tear up the whole thing. Sheesk. Okay. What are you doing, Jill? What are we doing? This is some scraps from one of the pages that I've got in that book. I just thought it was cute. It's little blocks, kids blocks, and you know, Raggedy Ann is a kid's doll, so I would assume that somewhere in the toy box there is likely some blocks. That's kind of my thought process, at least. That's what I'm going with. That is what we're going with. So I'm excited to get caught up on everybody's videos. Mainly because, again, this, I was debating really strongly about not doing Junk Journal July because some of the prompts are kind of tricky to me, and so I just didn't want to stress it. So I'm, with that being said, I'm super curious to see what everybody else has come up with. I wonder if, we can do that. Okay. So I am curious. Looking over the prompts. Let me get that right here. Looking over the prompts. I'm gonna say the one that kind of has me kind of, I'm not gonna say nervous, but it's kind of got me kind of, oof, what can I do for that? Is number 20, Letter to Myself. I have no idea how I'm gonna incorporate that into a journal. I have no idea. So what about you guys? If you're participating in Junk Journal July, that's hosted by @Meg Journals, what about you? What's the one prompt that's kind of giving you little hesitation, little wonder, a little worry? Yeah, I'm gonna say Letter to Myself is gonna be my main one. Excuse me, the one I'm most looking forward to, I don't know that there's one I'm most looking forward to. All of them are really fun, and as I'm playing around with these different prompts, then I think I'll continue to have fun with them. I have these little fabric scraps. Oh, that one's not cut. Hold up, Shell, don't cut it yet. You might need a long piece because I thought they were all little squares. I'm just kind of random here, trying to do some collage on these tags. I have these. These were snippets from some washi that was in some Happy Mail from Mary Ellen at Red Parrot. Her and I did a Happy Mail exchange recently. Speaking of that, kinda, if you're watching Mary Ellen, I know about those glass jars. I have one myself. It holds all my Clippies. My aunt used to own a florist, and so I'm sure that's how that ended up in my space. I feel like I have a couple of them, but I couldn't find them. I can't find them at the moment, but that one sits right there, and I use it often. But anyways, this was in some washi tape. This was on a strip that had some Christmassy and snowy, but these kind of looked like dollhouses to me. And they kind of go with my red and blue and all that kind of theme, so I snipped those off. And I'm thinking somehow to incorporate them in this collage. And I have this washi here. I have a couple of washis. just a couple of washies that I thought I would incorporate somehow. So I'm just kind of randomly playing around, no rhyme or reason. Are you gonna stay, or are you gonna want some glue down? I'll glue you down, just because I don't trust you. I'm the main person in the world I know that doesn't trust washi. I wish I could trust it, but I just can't seem to trust it. I wish I could, though. It'd make life a little easier. If I could just trust that you're gonna stick and stay. Trim your edges here. Trim your edges here. Set you aside to use later. Okay, I think I want to trim this one up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That black and white is so stark. You know, the black background for, I think it's Marielle. What is the little girl's name? Marcella. What is the little girl's name? Come on. Let's see here. Look at my scrap. Marcella is her name. The black background on Marcella and the light background on Little Miss Anne is kind of throwing me off a little bit. There's such a contrast right there. So, I picked up my spongy for my shoe polish spongy is this guy, and I don't know if you can see, but he's kind of getting worn, so I picked up another sponge. To play with, just a regular, it's a makeup sponge. So I've got that going on. I say all that to say we decided we are going to do this, so let's do this. Just age her edges just a little bit. Or a lot, you know, whatever we do, whatever. Get her down, and I can trim her up and see what I'm working with. I sat down, so I left on Friday. I was off Friday and went out of town. And before I left, I couldn't check in until the afternoon, and we stayed just like 3 hours away from me. And so before I left, I thought, ooh, I've got a little bit of time. I can work a little bit on my journal stuff. I could even do a little video, you know, kind of telling you guys I wouldn't be here for Junk Journal July to get started, but so I was going to work on I was going to do a little create with me and work on a couple of ephemera pieces. And I did not have any glue. So I have to get glue first. I didn't have any glue sticks. I used my Elmer's Craft Bond, the extra strength and I was completely out of them. So I'm kind of thinking, oh, this does peel off. Again, this is some washi stickers. Kind of thinking this would be cute here. Just to kind of give it a dollhouse feel. I don't know. And ma'am, you're gonna have to stick down. She was coming off of her backing where I had her backed for a journal card. And I think I'll probably, there she is again. I knew that would cause a problem. I almost just took her off of that backing, but I knew I had it glued, and so I didn't want to risk damaging the image. So I am going to stitch around this. So so there's that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, there they are. I am looking for this. And I am looking to straighten that up. Who is cutting on this? Surely it wasn't me. I can cut straight. Whatever. Okay. So we have a couple of different options for our tags. Kind of using this string throughout. So I'm kind of thinking that I want to do got slippery fingers for whatever reason. Okay. Grab hold of it, Shell. We'll do both this jute and this red as our tag floopy. Come on. Say we're gonna trim this down because it could go in the scraps. And trim that down too. Why not? Okay. And let's give me a little age our edges a little bit. I don't like this sponge as well as I like the other one, but we're just working with it, making it happen. Making it happen. Making it happen. Okay, next we have this. I think we'll do the same that we just kind of did. Darken her edges a little bit. This image is kind of blurry, like the printing was off, but you know, it is what it is. It came from the book. Cute. Look at the back. It's all scrabbled. I should use that as the image. That just made me think I could. Tempting. Can I scribble throughout this? Oh, I'm having a brainstorm right now. Just bear with me a minute. Okay. Just bear with me. Having a little brainstorm. Probably should write it down so I don't forget what I'm thinking about. Oy. Poke my hole. And I'm still gonna go with this little dollhouse, I think. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Is that too much? I'm gonna go with it. I think it's a cute little addition to the collage. And this and some of this. We won't cut I say we won't cut as big of a piece. We will because we have to, because I'm not good at measuring and I don't want to trim it so short that I can't get it through the hole and do all that. So we'll just make do with it. Come on, washi. Just stuck to my finger and causing me issues. Okay. I did on my way home today. I was hoping, even though I'm on a use what you have, kind of a, not gonna say a no spend, but kind of a use what you have. I don't need to buy any more thrift stuff. Even though I'm on that, my exception is that if I go out of town or whatever and I see a thrift store or flea market or whatever that that needs my attention. But right now I'm very selective as to what I'm looking for. So anyways, all that to say, that was my plan. I left this morning and thought, oh, well, I'll stop by some thrift stores and some antique malls, flea markets, things like that. See, what are we doing here? My little tweed got kind of turned around, but okay. Anyways, that was, I thought, oh, I'll stop by some thrift stores on the way home, and that way when I get home I can do a thrift video instead of jumping into crafting, because I wasn't sure I'd be crafting. Anyways, so that was my plan. Well, today's a holiday, and I passed 4 places I wanted to stop, and they were all closed. So, well, I say that 3 of them were closed. I went in one, and it's an overpriced antique shop, and I've been in it before, and so I stopped in there and walked around and did not find anything. And by overpriced, I'm talking, you know, a little bag of fabric scraps, Ziploc bag of fabric scraps for $20. That's a little overpriced when A, they're scraps, and B, I can find them for $1 and $2 and $3 and even $4 and $5. So $20 for a bag of scraps, that's a little much. So anyways, they are a little overpriced, so I didn't find anything I couldn't live without. So that was that. Have these. These little taggies. I've got some smaller images. Let me see where I'm at on time. Oh, I'm making good time. Just rambling along, but making good time. I think that'll be cute enough. My glue book's over here off to the side. When my desk is messy, when my table area is messy, my glue book has to go off to the side. It just has to. It just has to. That was simple enough. Wonder if I should, no, we'll leave them like they are. I can see if I can age them. Okay. I'm just making some little ephemera for my Raggedy Ann girl. If you watch my videos, you know I have a Raggedy Ann book that is an older one, and I did a little thrift. It was featured in a little thrift video that I did, and I was debating on what to do with her eyes had been poked out, and so I was debating on what to do with that, and I figured it out. And so I've done one Raggedy Ann journal already. I thought I had 4 little images to work with. I would lose my head if it wasn't attached. So I've completed one Raggedy Ann journal. But not this one yet. So I'm thinking, I'm back and forth about doing my flip through of the one that I've done already. It's kind of dark. The two books that I have, one is copyright 1918 and one is copyright 1947. So that should kind of tell you how old they are. And if you know anything about old books, old children's books, some things are just not appropriate. Not that anything was not appropriate in these books, but some of the pictures were just kind of like, eek. That would kind of scare me if I was a kid. So, so with that saying, yeah, with that, I kind of was like, let's go a different route with this. So the other, I'm doing a happy one and a not so happy. And it's happy, it's cool. It's just not, it's just a little darker. Just a little darker than your average Raggedy Ann. Oh, I forgot to edge that one. Uh-oh. Got a little carried away with that one. Got a little carried away with my brown there. That's okay. So I will, I haven't decided if I'm going to do a flip through of both of them in one video, or if I'm going to do two separate flip through videos. I hadn't decided yet, so all that to be said. That is coming soon. Coming soon to this channel. So yeah, two Raggedy Ann journals are what we have, or what we will have when all this is said and done. One that's cheerful and bright and fun, and one that's a darker Raggedy Ann, the dark side of Raggedy Ann. I'm just kind of playing around with this stuff, you know, using all my scraps. This has two signatures, so I'm kind of, because my OCD tells me, oh, okay, well, I can't have 3 tags. I have to have at least 4, or at least 2. And if I want more than 2, then I have to have 4, and, you know, 1 for each, kind of keeping it even. I know I don't have to do that, but my brain tells me I have to, so I'll do another one of these that's kind of just like it. And one will go in one signature and one will go in the other. That's how we'll do that. That is how we will do that. Scoot on up there. I love how old paper tears. I don't know how to describe it. It just tears so smooth, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But it's the old paper in it, for sure. For sure. So I'm gonna finish these up. I'm gonna, I will do some stitching on some of them, but I do that off camera because my stitcher, my sewing machine is loud, I think. And so you won't see the finished product of these until they're in the book, but you'll see them finished-ish. Okay. So, tags and tickets was our prompt, and I didn't do anything with tickets because I'm working on this Raggedy Ann journal, and we're not going to have tickets in there. But we are going to have tags because I just made some. Oh, Marcella's face is coming off again. I knew I should have tried to peel her away. From that backing, but you know, live and learn. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, I can't, there we go. My tabletop is so messy right now. Junk Journal July 2023, hosted by at Meg Journals. Hashtag Junk Journal July. I guess she's not putting a 2023 in it. I'll check everybody else's videos before I tag. But day 4, tickets and tags. So we have done two big tags, one for each, as I was saying, one for each signature. Did a little bit of collage on them. And then these little tags, we'll do one Raggedy Ann for each, and then one little collage for each. So 4 small ones, 2 large ones. Pretty good deal for tickets and tags for Junk Journal July 2023. I'm going to keep working here. I'm going to jump off and keep working here. I'm going to have me a bite of dinner, and then I'm going to keep working because I'm glad to be back in the swing of things, and glad to be tackling this challenge again. I'm 3 days behind, but I will do these 3 in a separate video and do a catch-up video, I think. And so yeah, probably this weekend when I've got a little extra time. So thanks for joining me, and again, I'm happy to be back, and I can't wait to see what all you guys are doing. Hopefully you're participating, and hopefully I can get caught up, and so I can see your ideas before I try to tackle my ideas, because again, these prompts were a little challenging, but again, I guess that's what the challenge is. So thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're creating, and I will see you guys soon.